so welcome to the new Boosted Media studio space. So we're basically, it's a 4-car garage which is underneath the house. So we've got a suspended slab up above us, sitting on top of some bond deck there, which we're going to paint black is the plan, and then we'll put some lighting in underneath it. So hopefully we'll have enough isolation between what's going on upstairs with kids running around and stuff, and down here in the dungeon. But yeah, basically 4-car garage, so there's enough space for heaps of stuff. We're thinking probably put the BMW up there. My car will probably sit here, and then the sim rig will probably be up in the back corner here somewhere, I would imagine. Should have enough space to kind of put it on its side, and then over here we'll be able to do some filming. We'll be able to build stuff in this space, and probably what we'll do is have the camera kind of set up here facing back this way when we're shooting, so you kind of get a bit of a sense of space. One of the things I haven't really been happy with in the studio that we've been at the moment is just, we're always up against the wall, and it's, it's a relatively small room, so you never get sort of like a sense of size or, that kind of thing. So yeah, having a big open space like this should work really well. It's kind of weird going back into a garage again, but yeah, at the moment it's all just naked brickwork. It's all very textured as well. So we're thinking rather than sort of try to cover all this and make it plain and boring, what we're going to do is just clean it all off, and we're going to spray paint it all. We're going to spray it all sort of a nice grey colour. Black ceilings. We'll do the beams black as well. And yeah, hopefully we can create a really cool environment down here. We're going to put rubber floor tiles down as well, like what you see in a lot of detailing studios, so we can have some patterns and interesting things going on. Not too over the top. We don't want it to be too distracting, but we want it to look kind of modern and cool. And then we've got some storage areas off towards the sides as well. Staircase there going up to the house. So hopefully what that will mean is that I'm able to do a lot more general sim racing content, do more community events and things like that again too, because I'll actually have a rig at home again. One of the things a lot of people don't realise is that at the moment all the gear is at the studio. So if I want to jump on and do a race at 10 o'clock at night or something, I've got to go somewhere else to do it, which is the reason I haven't been able to do things like that recently. So really exciting to move everything back into the space. But yeah, next step now is we've already ripped up the carpet. This had really old carpet from the 1980s down here, so we've ripped all that up. You can see the slab is really nice and clean underneath it as well. We've got a couple of little holes there where we ripped up the carpet. We've got to fill that up with some self-leveling concrete. The spray painters will be in a couple of days' time to do all that, ceiling, walls, and then we can get lighting sorted out as well. Still haven't decided exactly what we want to do there. And hopefully by this time next week, it'll look a lot closer to what we're imagining. Now, Jill's just arrived. She's just been working on the gardens, and she hasn't seen any of what we've done so far. We're going to be working on the floor tiles today, Jill. Okay. So you're going to help me with that. But I thought first I'll show you where we're up to in the garage.
Oh, what?
Looks a bit different.
That's a big improvement. Oh, wow. Oh, the doors. And the switches. Oh my.
Yeah, we've changed all because it had all those old switches everywhere. Yeah. So we poor guys yesterday. I think they spent about 4 hours just changing all the power points and switches over. But what do you think of the floor tiles?
That's actually really cool. I like the checkered flag.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. No, it looks good.
So what we're doing today is we'll try to finish off as many of these tiles as we can, because all we really need to do down here now is just finish the tiles and then put up the strip lights, which are going to go up above. So what we've planned is to have basically 2 tire tracks like this that the cars will sit on, and then there's going to be strip lights which will line up exactly in the middle of each one, and they're 5 meters long, so they'll sit sort of centrally. And then on this side we'll do something similar as well. So obviously no cars here. The sim rig will sit up the back there, hopefully, if it fits. But 2 strip lights here as well. So what we did is we ripped down all the old lights and just terminated them with blocks like that. And then we're going to run the new lights off this wiring here, because that's all kind of built into the bond deck and the slab. So we'll put a couple of terminal blocks there and then run all the lighting, which we've got sitting up there. I'll show you guys that later on when we get to it. So the task today, Jill, is to try and finish as much of these tiles as we possibly can. You reckon you can help me?
Beats gardening.
All right, let's do it. So these are from a company in Victoria in Australia called Ground One. They're called Grid Pro XL modular floor tiles. And basically what they are, they come in all different colors. And there you go, we've got model Jill. So you've got one edge, which is basically male. So it's got the little clips on the back, and then, well, sorry, two edges. So top edge and side edge, and then bottom edge and the other side are female. So they basically clip into each other. So what it means is you kind of got to go either in a row that way or a row that way. So say for example, like if you're wanting to pick that tile up, you can't, because it's kind of locked in from here and here, but not there and there. So you kind of got to do it methodically as you go. And basically there's just a floor plan tool that you draw up your design, and then it spits out exactly what you need to order. So yeah, it comes in these boxes. Now, unfortunately, there was a bit of a mess up with the shipping. They got the shipping address wrong initially, and you know, it was a pretty simple mistake, but then the courier company really messed up and ended up sending a bunch of boxes back, and yeah, it was just a total mess. But anyway, we're all here now. So yeah, let's get to work. So the first thing we're gonna do over here is we're gonna get around this column. So what I've done is I've just marked it up. Now the instructions say to use a knife to cut through these things, but what I've done is I've just marked up a line there and a line there. So for this one, we've got to cut out this shape, I think it was, but I'm going to double check that before we start cutting. And then I'm just using just a standard grinder just to cut through it. What I found is the nice thick cutting wheel sort of dissipates enough heat that it's not burning and melting the edge too much. So you can see it melts it a little bit, but it actually gives you a pretty nice edge on there. You can just pick off all these little bits of molten plastic. All right, there's some new gloves for you.
Nice, very stylish.
That's it? Yep, perfect.
So satisfying.
Yeah, so you don't need to slam it really hard. If you're having to push really hard, it's because something isn't quite lining up right. So they should be pretty straightforward to just snap in from there.
Got like indents from like bashing them down.
And that's with the
that's with the gloves.
With the
but
gloves.
It's actually really quite easy to do. Once you get the hang of it, just lay it out, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. So it's dirty at the moment. Obviously, there's a lot of concrete dust and stuff, but we can quickly mop it down. But no, that looks awesome, huh? It's come up really good.
Starts a transformation from what it was before.
Yeah. So
Looking
yeah,
like a proper studio.
definitely. So I've just got to finish off a few little bits in the corners and stuff myself. I've also got to skim the bottom off the door through to the dungeon as well, because obviously it doesn't quite clear the tiles, so I've got to sort that out. And yeah, then we've just got to sort out the lights that are going to go up on the roof. That's the battens that I've got to sort that out. So
It's getting there.
yeah, it's looking good.
Looking pretty good.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, you're welcome. Such a fun date day.
All right, so we're back again with Tom.
There you are. Open it up, open it up.
Here you go, you push the button. Woo. He's been sick for the last 2 weeks, so he hasn't been here. He's been pretending to be sick so he didn't have to help.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I've had so much fun. Let's open it.
You got to push it properly.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks sick.
The guys haven't seen the lights since I did that. So those are up on both sides. And then down here as well, as I was saying, I had to cut the tiles shorter. So they're all along the edge now. And trimmed the door as well, so that now opens and closes. I've got to tidy that up a little bit. I had to put some more screws in the bottom just to get that all working. But yeah, it's come up really well. The next step now,
The dungeon.
the dungeon.
Can't tell you what's going in there.
No. Might have to upload that to Rumble.
What's that?
Things that you can't post on YouTube. So yeah, what we've got to do now is basically just move everything in. We've got a couple of storerooms along here as well, which I've just got to tidy up the carpeting in the corners. I've got a couple of extra tiles to do that. Yeah, so we're just going to move all the stuff in. There's all the empty boxes from the ground one tiles. But yeah, we're going to sort that out. We're going to move all of our stuff into the storerooms for now. And yeah, next video, guys, we'll probably, I don't think we'll do a video moving stuff in because it's going to be a little bit boring. But we'll definitely do a video once everything's moved in and show you, give you a bit of a tour, show you what everything looks like. So yeah, thanks again for all the support, guys. It's definitely made all of this possible, so thank you. And yeah, we'll see you again for an update as soon as we possibly can. Bye.